Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're brand new, welcome to my channel. I'm really excited and giddy just because I've been listening to an album that I have been waiting for a very long time, and it's finally out. Today is April 8th. Yes, today is April 8th. I don't know when this video is going to go up. I'm going to try and get it up soon, but I don't know. I'm going to see the Maine tomorrow, April 9th. And yeah, so if you didn't already know, I just said the Maine, so this is going to be kind of an album review on Lovely Little Lonely, but not really. It's kind of like my opinion on it. I guess that would be a review. But yeah, so Lovely Little Lonely came out yesterday, April 7th. Yeah, today is April 8th. So I got my hands on this, I think the day before. I can't breathe. I'm like so excited. Okay, relax. I'm just really excited because this literally was everything that I could have ever asked for from the Maine. It was just perfect. Literally, it was perfect. Man, I can't even like gather my thoughts or anything. I never expect anything less from the Maine. Like, they're amazing. Everything they put out is so good. And of course, this just like exceeded my expectations. And I am in love with this album. American Candy is like my favorite the Maine album. And I don't think, here's the thing. I don't think I can compare this one to American Candy, just because when American Candy came out, that literally was such a like feel-good album. Like, every song on there just like literally made me so happy, and every time I listened to it just made me happy, and that one is definitely my favorite, the Maine record. But when I listened to this one, it felt like I just like related to this so much, and like while I was listening to it, it made me feel like growing up in a way. It kind of made me feel nostalgic at the same time, kind of reminding me of like when I became a the Maine fan, you know, like growing up and kind of like maturing along the way with them. So that's kind of what I felt like listening to this album, and like made me really emotional. So that's why I feel like I can't compare American Candy and this one, because they both make me feel completely different things, and this one is so good as well. I'll start with Don't Come Down. The opening song is just so good. Like, I'm so glad they put that as the opening track, because it starts off so great and so strong. And that's definitely one of my favorite ones, just because it makes you like feel good, and it's really good. And of course, Bad Behavior, the next one, like, is one of my favorite ones on this album as well. That one was one of their singles, and obviously super good. And then it goes to Lovely. Lovely is like one of those transition tracks. You know, Lovely, Little, and then Lonely. Those are the three tracks that are transitions, and it has like no words or anything. It's just kind of a melody, and then it goes right into Black Butterflies and Deja Vu, which the transition is absolutely perfect. Like, you wouldn't think that, because when I was listening to it and like I thought, okay, cool, like sometimes they do this in songs, you know, where they'll like do that and then like the song will start. It like went straight into Black Butterflies and Deja Vu, but it did that so perfectly, and it was just amazing. So after Black Butterflies and Deja Vu, it goes into Taxi, and on the vinyl, you know, it's the last one on that side, and I love the way Taxi starts, and it's kind of really sad because apparently, I mean, from what I get from the song is like, you know, he is driving this girl, like she gets into the taxi and she asks if the loneliness ever ends or goes away or something like that, and he says basically no, it doesn't. So, but like I think that's where it starts for me, that it's kind of like, oh my god, it just feels like a journey listening to this album. I know, like, if that's really lame to say, but it honestly does feel like that for me, like a journey. And like I'm growing up, you know, this is kind of stuff we experience getting older and stuff. So I really like Taxi. And then of course it goes into Do You Remember, the other half of 23, and once again just hits me in the feels because 8123, you know. I'm like so emotional just thinking about the songs. And then after that it goes into Little, which is another transition track, and those like transition tracks are just so calming and beautiful to listen to. And so after that one it goes to The Sound of Reverie, which once again another great song. Like all of these are so good and they all just flow so nicely together. And you know, like once again it's just like just feels like a journey to me, like, oh, this is my life going, that's how it is. And then of course there you go, Lost in Nostalgia comes in after, so it's like as if they knew I would start feeling nostalgic listening to this record, and yeah, getting lost in nostalgia and stuff. And for those of you who don't know what like reverie means, it's kind of like a daydream, you know, getting lost in your daydream. So the sound of your daydreams, you know, kind of, this is from what I'm getting from the songs, you know. You want to get lost in your daydreams, and, you know, sometimes people are scared of the real world, and growing up, this is the real world, you're adulting, and sometimes you just want to stay in your daydream and, you know, get lost in that. So The Sound of Reverie, that's why really loved it. So yeah, then Lost in Nostalgia, another like really great song, and I love how like mellow it is. And do I even have to like explain myself? No, you guys already probably listened to this. And then right after that is I Only Want to Talk to You, which it just flows with right after Lost in Nostalgia. And that one is also like really good and really mellow and stuff. And then that's when we get the last transition track, Lonely, which I like, that's when I was like, wow, they did it again, you know. I was like, yep, they did it again. So man, literally hit me right in the feels and like made me feel even more emotional. That like started it for me. Well, not really, but that's when I was like, wow, that's it. And then the last track, How Do You Feel, is one of my favorites on the record, and the fact that it ended like that, it's kind of asking us, how do you feel after this? How do you feel after listening to this record? Because I feel very, very emotional. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, the Maine, but yes. Like, the way that it starts saying, I'd like to let you know that boys cry too. Please stop. Please stop. You are alive, but are you living? Like, how much more on point is that about your life? Because, like, I know, like, sometimes everyone can feel lost and, you know, like, they're not living their life. And this song just right in the feels. I think something else I really like about this album is, you know, like they talk about growing up and like the hard stuff they were like going through growing up, like becoming adults, and they constantly say like you're not alone. So that's super relatable, and it's just feels really nice, you know what I mean? And I just love the Maine. My god, everything they put out is great. A lot of people are saying like, yeah, this album is like really, really great, but like American Candy is always gonna be my favorite, and I just cannot put the two together. Like I can't. They're both like very different things. I feel like American Candy was more of a feel good, you know, not party, but like, I can't even explain it. It was just like kind of not giving a shit of what other people think. Like every track, you know, not caring what other people think, and also being like you're not alone and don't feel lost and stuff. Like Unlost, like Hair, like I'm just kind of like not giving crap what people think and just being you. And this one I feel is growing up, getting into the real world, becoming an adult and stuff like that, and like the stuff you go through becoming an adult in that. So I can't. I love this album. It's gonna be on repeat for a really long time. I've already bought this 3 times, and I plan on going to the pop-up shop and purchasing it again, and maybe at the show I will purchase it again and give it to somebody, because this band is just if you don't know who the Maine is, please go check it out. I will list my favorite songs off the album down below so you can check those out. Or honestly, just listen to Don't Come Down, like the first track, and you will thank me. But yeah, I just love the Maine. They are the best band in the world, and you can fight me on that. You can, because they are. And they're amazing. I love them so much. And as like cheesy as whatever, like 8123 literally means everything to me. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was more me rambling what like it means to me, and this album what it means to me. But hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.